Hi friends, David here from Learn Christmas Lighting and Above AVL, and today I'm pumped. This is something we do maybe every other year, but it is the old how much does a Christmas light display actually cost video. Of course, if you ask around in the hobby, people have all sorts of different answers. They go, "Oh man, you could do it for this many cents a pixel, that many cents a pixel," and that's ultimately what we try to get at when we look at this every year and go, "Okay, if you're starting out, you're like just kind of trying to get a rough number of like adding everything together and putting on a show. What does it cost?" So essentially, what I'm going to do is just walk through like some show basics, fill in a couple estimates, and do the rest. So this isn't completely an exact science, but it really gets us in the ballpark. Historically, when we've done these videos and kind of gone over basics, it typically lands around 25 cents a pixel. My feeling is that here in 2026, it's probably higher than 25 cents a pixel. That number has probably been dethroned a little bit. All that to say, let's go ahead first and do some prop shopping. I always default to Boscoyo. They're great. I like EFL a lot too. Gilbert's cool, but hey, let's look at both of them. Let's just say, for example, because I know it's easy and I'm lazy, that I like Boscoyo mini trees, okay? So say we're doing just a small show. I just like these darn mini trees. They're inexpensive, they look good, they're easy to put out, they stack for storage. I like them. So they're 18 bucks a piece, and I believe shipping is now maybe included on Boscoyo, but let's say we just do like 15 of those mini trees. Fill up your yard. So we're going to calculate some shipping. Okay, yeah, I thought so. They've included shipping now over some portion, so it's free, which is handy. So 15 of those are 270. And each one of those, if we fill it up halfway, fill up just one side with pixels, which is kind of the typical, it is, yeah, 50 pixels. And actually, yeah, I said 25 cents a pixel in the intro. That's the cost of the pixels themselves. I'm crazy. Clearly, it's a dollar per pixel, is what people used to say, have said a lot, and that's what we want to kind of prove today. Is that still a valid number? Is it not? Let's go to EFL and do something cool. Yeah, we'll do a stopper flake. So these guys, a 46-inch. Let's see. Say how many. Oh, it's the same thing if it's bigger or smaller. So 750 pixels. So say you do three of these guys, that's 70 bucks. And I don't think shipping's included on those. Yes, we're at 265. Not bad, not bad. Number of pixels is 750 each, so this is not a dollar. Just a standard number. So 750 each, so 750 by 3 is 2250. Cool, so now we're at 3000 pixels in our show thus far. And then let's just go, EFL has some of the most beautiful props. They really do. I like theirs a lot. But Boscoyo's got shipping included. And it's just easier on a video like this. We just went to All Christmas. It's going to be fun. So let's think. We did like yard props, which are like, those trees are good yard props. And we did 3 big EFL spinners. Maybe we just cover the house in some chromaflakes of some kind. So we'll choose one of these guys. Oh, so it'll work with our NBGs. It should. We'll ignore that because I love our NBG pixels. So 36-inch chroma flake. Let's see, diamond shape is 90 pixels and it's 48 bucks. So we said 90 each, and we said it's 48 bucks each. And so say we do 5 of the, or 4 of them. 90 by 4 is 360. All right, so now we're at 3300 pixels. And then where do we go from there? Keeping it simple, just sticking with Coro. I'm going to do some of those matrices. This is the one I have. So they're 168 pixels and they cost 1320. So they're very inexpensive. And so let's say we just do 13 to 20. So we do 4 of those. And we'll just do 8 of those. Of course, we're not designing this on a house, so who knows if it makes sense. So 8 of those, 105 is 60. 168 times 8 is 1344. And so now we have ourselves a almost 5,000 pixel kind of, decent little starter show. Actually, let's just go ahead. We'll do some arches. I know we're just literally copying my display. We can work with it. Oh, somebody didn't like their scissor arches. And so, yeah, they're 50 nodes, which makes that easy. And they are 2880. So let's say we do 16 of those. And we do 460.80, and then it's 50 by 16. That's, of course, 800. And so that gets us 5,500 pixel show. Yeah, 5,500. So a lot of people say that, like, a good, you can get a nice show with just 2 or 3,000 pixels, if you're really intentional about it. But I think this is a good place to go. Like, hey, for not a huge show, like a good, mid-sized show. I mean, it depends on your definition, right? This is a really great, like a really nice starting point if you're starting to do this. So let's go ahead and fill them up with pixels. So we're just going to do NBG pixels from above AVL. So hop over there. And the beautiful thing about ours is that we do a case of 3,000 pixels for 760 bucks. So we'll add that to the cart. And then if you contact us, if you're doing that many pixels, you can contact us and we'll match the price. Like if you need more strings, because I need 20 more strings, or it's 5,500. So really, I just need 2 of those cases. We'll just do that. Be slightly over. Boom. So we are at 1521.98. So that's 50 strings basically of 100 count. And if you did, other counts, the cost would not be all that much different. And oops, those are cost. Oh yeah, number of pixels goes here. And so that is, well, we're not entering because that was just for props to count up here. Okay, so now we are at 50 cents a pixel. So now let's go ahead and look at controllers. So we have these awesome Genius ready to runs, which if you add up the cost of these controllers and add up the cost of all the components on the inside, it's really not that far off. We love these darn things. So say we get a 16 port controller, so 16 port main controller, that is 529, okay? And we're going to overdo it on controllers a little bit. And then we are going to do an 8-port receiver, okay, for the stuff in the yard, for the stuff that's spread out a little bit. So again, and these are ready to run, meaning it's all the components fully assembled, everything you need to get started. And after that, what do we need? So we've got props. We've put the pixels in the props, okay? We can, stick them up on our house various ways. We're kind of going to leave a buffer for that later. So next we're going to need extensions. So the quick math is that we have here 46 props going into our controller. And so, if I was doing extensions for this, and I used to do cable counts all the time in the entertainment industry when I used to do shows for a living, the round cables are awesome. The flat ones come in a little cheaper. If you have squirrels running around your yard a lot, they will tend to eat those a little more than these ones, but the flats are a little cheaper. So you always got to weigh that out. We'll just stick with round for the time being. They're far more popular as well. I'm just going to build an extension package quick. So essentially for 46 props, I know that every prop is essentially going to want an extension. Okay. So I'll just be like, you know what? And you always want to buy more extensions than you need because it always just takes more than you think it's going to take. It just does. We'll do the 10s are the most popular. So we'll do a 25 pack of those. 5 foot, I'm going to do a 25 pack of those. And 2 foots, I'll do a 10 pack of those guys. Extension package, again, we are at a 10 pack of 2 foots, a 25 pack of 5 foots, 25 pack of 10 foots, and 4 25 foots, because I don't like to use those a lot. That gets a little bit long. So you got all that from above AVL. Boom. Extensions. And so now we essentially, after this, you've got things like extension cords, right? And you're going to go to Lowe's, Home Depot, or have them on hand. And you'd be surprised you can easily spend $200 on extension cords without blinking too hard. But I hope you can see here, this is actually really cool, is that I was kind of expecting to blow away the dollar per pixel, and we're not even getting close. So, like for example, you're gonna want an FPP player, so it's like a Raspberry Pi, SD card, all that stuff. And so we'll just say you get that on Amazon and it's 150 bucks. You're gonna want an FM transmitter. I think those are around 100 bucks right now. But still, you start adding this stuff up, and sure, we don't have like zip ties and we don't have like support for our scissor arches. There's some things on here that we're definitely missing, but we also have the core things together, right? Assuming you already have a computer to run X lights, you just need controllers, extensions, pixels, props, you know, extension cords. And that's going to be your main deal. You can see here, and unless something's really wrong, we're a good bit under that dollar per pixel count for a finished show. So, here in 2026, I was not expecting to come up with this, but yes, you still can pretty easily, I think, do a pixel show for under a dollar a pixel. Now, are there some things that are going to cost more? Yeah. Like my guess is that mega trees, by the time you buy the mega tree frame, is going to cost more than a dollar per pixel. Actually, let's do it. Let's do it. We don't sell mega trees, but we'll just go over to your pixel store. I know he calls his the Titans. And so let's look at a Titan mega tree, and we're just going to add this in and see what it does to the total. So say you do a 16 foot, 16 foot. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to add anchors, and we're going to add 32 bungees. So a 16-foot tree is probably, doesn't say on there. We'll go to Light Show Hub. Actually, you know what? We're going to do our BOS pixels from above AVL because that's going to be our best way to do it. So this is $18.99 for the frame. This is going to work out great. So now we're just blowing it away. I believe it was $18.99. And we're going to do our BOS pixels at 2-inch spacing, 100 counts. They are 16 feet. Okay. So we're doing 38.99 by 32 is filling it all out, being lazy with the math. So the number of pixels is now 3,200. And so, yeah, like adding in a mega tree with BOS pixels it brought the cost up a little more, right? Because I think we were at, yeah, we were at 79 cents and we bumped up to 86 cents on average, but it still didn't blow it out of the water. And if we had done 1-inch spacing on the mega tree, it would sure make the total cost go up, but the cost per pixel would have gone down because we would have been sharing that mega tree frame cost across multiple pixels. Granted, it's going to be a little bit higher, right? Because I'm going to want to do like a 16-port receiver just for that mega tree. Okay, so we're going down that. So a 16-port receiver is $3.99. And then extension package on the mega tree. See, there's always something, right? And so, yeah, we could do that in runs of 200 for 16 total. That's no problem. And so that extension cost is another $47.20. So really not bad at all. Still, mega tree, mini trees, spinners, chromaflakes, modular matrix panels, and arches. Total pixels are 8,704, and we're still at 91 cents a pixel. And so, yeah, like I really do think here in 2026, when you add up all the little things, zip ties and tape and, all the little things that I may not have caught here in this proposal, basically in this total cost of display that we've calculated. Yeah, you might get closer to a dollar per pixel, but it's still pretty darn cool to see, hey, you know what? 2026, you could still work off that number. A dollar per pixel is still very reasonable when it comes to covering a house. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I always love taking a look at this every year. If you enjoyed this, guys, give us a big thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. And if you're brand new to this hobby, head over to learnchristmaslighting.com. I've got a free guide that you don't want to miss because I'm going to show you the 4 mistakes that I made that I see everybody else make that are going to waste your time, make you frustrated, and waste your money. And so knowing these things is going to help you to not do that stuff. You're going to save your money, you're going to save your time, you're going to save your frustration, and truly make this hobby a awesome and fun thing that you get to do and not a pain in the butt. We'll see you guys there. Grab that free guide, and we'll see you there. Thanks.